DJ's meeting.
Good evening, stream. Today we're going to do a little bit of a flashback between Live and DJ. All right.
Short and sweet, love it.
Oh, yeah. I
Alrighty.
like to jump right in.
When in doubt, jump in. But now, I suppose I should have some music going, though that is, of course, my prerogative. Play. Oh, wow, I did next to no setup. I'm doing great today.
All right.
Yeah, everything is good. Life is good.
Music is a vibe that comes to all of us.
Alrighty. Uh, I made this when I was getting set up with this, and the plan was for this to be parental soundtrack. Like for like parent scenes and shit like that. And I am so happy to have this be what heralds us into session 0.5 of the game, I suppose. We return back to Hillview, though not the same time that we left it. When last we checked in, it was the start of the school year in 2009. It was going to be the senior year for our good friends Clive and DJ, but with the absence of one player, we're going to be going backwards in time, not forwards in time. So we're going to be going back to the good old year of 2004. A lot of good things happened in 2004. Half-Life 2 came out. Halo 2 came out. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Such wonderful memories. Though, perhaps the most pivotal of memories, at least for this trio of ragtag misfits, would be the birthday of one. I had a last name at some point, but it doesn't matter. The birthday of one of Clive's classmates, whose name is Rick. Now, in the present, we know Rick is a member of Null Range, but back then, he was just kind of a creepy computer geek kid. But for some reason, his charm kind of got him connected to the popular kids in school. And so we find ourselves with a humble little knock on Clive's bedroom door a week before.
Hello?
Clive, you're gonna see your dad walk in. He's got that lovely smell on him of a cigarette smoke and mild disappointment. This is, let's say 8 o'clock at night. The dinner's been done, the chores have been cleaned up, and Clive's just been kind of doing whatever it is Clive would want to do at the wonderful age of, I think 12 is how the math works out, but I don't much care for how the math works out. But, anyways, son, I just got off the phone with, Miss, Rodriguez, and, she's saying that you got a invite to her son's birthday next weekend?
Wait, Rick's mom? Like
Yeah,
Rick
yeah,
Rod?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Miss Rodriguez, no, I can't, she said that you didn't, RSVP or nothing like that. Is that correct? Did that get lost in the mail?
Uh, I mean, I was good. I mean, Dad, I'm 12. Like, I don't get mail. So if maybe. I mean, I think I was planning on doing something with DJ that we
Mo-
no,
moder- yeah,
I
moderate
haven't.
retcon. That hasn't happened yet.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry. Uh,
All's good.
uh, I mean, I don't remember filling anything out, so it's probably kicking around the kitchen table somewhere.
Hey,
Would be
now it's all good, son. I can just let her know that you're gonna be there. But now this is a good reminder for you, son. Just when someone wants you to do something, just make sure you do it right the first time. You know?
yeah, yeah, sure, Dad.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I'll let you get back to this. Is this Call of Duty or
Oh no, no, no. This is I can understand the mistake, but this is Illusion of Gaia. It's quite and like he just starts going off. He's playing Super Nintendo, and like the the neurons have been activated, and he's talking all about this game that he's playing called Illusion of Gaia.
about 20 seconds into the explanation, your dad's just gonna be like, "That's great, son. Yeah. Have a good night, bud." And
Yep.
moderately just shut the door on your impassioned speech.
And like Clive will notice. He goes, "Yeah, yeah. Good night to you too, Dad."
Now, Clive, for a little bit of world building, what is your general relationship with this Rick Rodriguez?
So I feel like pre start of campaign, like Clive, like you said, Rick has been kind of like the nerdy computer kid. He at this point, Rick has not started slug blasting. I'm assuming.
Correct. This is before the wormholes have even opened. We're back in proper suburbia.
Proper. I think
There
like
is no hope in this town.
remi- remind me again of Rick's like is Rick from a richer family? Like
Yeah,
yeah. I think like I don't think there's a lot of interaction between the two of them. Like Clive sits in the back of the classroom. Like he's generally pretty scruffy looking, dressed in like hand-me-downs or stuff from the thrift store, and just doesn't have a whole lot of cause to interact with Rick, except when it comes to video games. Like the few times that they interact, they are just really into like the classic video game scene.
yeah, I think that's really, really nice. And I'll fill in some more details on my sides of things. But uh, Rick's dad is one of the operations managers for the local Dara facility. Dara being the big fancy science folks who rolled into this town because the space time fabric here is relatively pliable, which makes it a very nice place away from any major population centers for a relatively safe, with an asterisk, science facility. Uh, and Rick moved here a couple years ago underneath his dad's employment. And yeah, he's not a bad kid. Just kind of the weird, special brand of nerd that for some reason connected with the popular kids, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And, yeah, over the next day or so, the details get hammered out. You'll get a ride from your dad to drop you off, and in order for you to show up with a gift, your dad has given you $40. 40 whole
Ooh.
smackaroos to get Rick something. While you can think on what you'd want to get for your friend, quote unquote, Rick, we're going to cut over to a different part of town, a bit further away from the outskirts, a bit more centrally located, a bit nicer living. No offense to Clive, but the the dice chart did say poor.
Yep.
But we're going to be going to a late night dinner with DJ's family. Now, all five of you sitting around a table, your mom made a meatloaf casserole. And we're all figuring out what we're going to be doing the next week or so. And the current big problem is that your father's going to be out of town doing some work, And so currently, there's no one who can watch over our good friend DJ. And your mother's proposing, oh, you can come to work with me like you used to. Doesn't that sound fun, DJ? Like a fun day of working with your mom?
I don't want to. Can I just like go hang out at a friend's place or something?
Oh, the problem is we couldn't really figure out a way to get you there, cause well, uh, DJ, have you ever named DJ's siblings?
No, I haven't.
Fair enough. Would you please name your two older brothers?
You're gonna have John.
They're all named John.
Just one John, and he refuses to be called Jonathan. Hates just John. And then we're gonna have a Mitchell. He could be a little bit more.
That sounds perfect for what I have planned here. But, well, she's just trying to figure out how to make it all work in their head, and she's just like, well, how about this then? Mitchell, she points the fork over at Mitchell. Mitchell's gonna be going to the Rodriguez's house for a birthday party, and now I know that you weren't officially invited, but I can talk to Miss Rodriguez and see if they're okay with a DJ coming along with you. How does that sound, Mitchell? And uh, Garrett, could I cast you with playing a dickish older Mitchell?
Now, Adam, you are asking something very difficult of me.
Yes.
You know that. Yeah, sure. Mom, seriously, Mom, like, what? Why do I have to drag him along? Why do I have to drag DJ along with you? Why can't he just stay here at home? Like, he's old enough. You left me home alone when when I was his age. Why is he getting the baby treatment?
I don't want him to. You know how kids are when they're alone. They could get into something. They could try to cook something, and a fire happens. It's all over the news these days. Kids with their, just kids getting into trouble and stuff like that. I mean, come on. It won't be difficult, will you, Mitchell? The "don't be difficult" line being a very particular call to rank and order. Uh,
Oh,
No, Mom, I won't be difficult. Yes, I will take DJ with me.
attaboy, attaboy. I can drop you guys off before I get home, before I have to go to work, and you guys might have to stay there a bit longer, but I can pick you up after work's done. Uh, Wonderful.
thank you, Mom. And I just
Yeah.
give her that like nice pleading look. And the moment she steps out, I just give like a little look over to Mitchell, like, "Yeah, Mitchell, don't be difficult."
I swear to God, DJ, you, if you do anything to embarrass me, I'm gonna pound you into the flippin' ground.
Oh, I mean, me embarrass you? I mean, yes, I try not to. But you do that enough on your own.
Phenomenal. Now, once again, your mother will make sure that, as a gracious host, or talks to the Rodriguezes, and yeah, of course DJ can come over. The more the merrier, as they'll behave, and to make sure that everything smooths over quite well, you are given a allowance of, let's say, $80 to find a cool thing at the store to pick up for Rick's birthday.
What day
And
is it? Just curious.
hmm?
I was just curious what month we might have been in.
That's a reasonable question. Let's go with July as an arbitrary month.
I'm gonna skim like $20 off of that and save it for the new Borderlands 2 game coming out later in September.
Oh, so yeah. It's at this point I'll ask the very, very important question from both of you. Neither of you really know Rick. Neither of you are like that close. What do you want to get the kid?
I'm gonna go get him a $50 GameStop gift card, and then
Um,
a 2-liter
go
bottle
ahead.
of soda and some chips for myself.
Um, I think Clive makes his way. Like, yes, he could go to GameStop, but also he knows that $40 in gonna hack it really for anything. Um, so I think he makes his way to like the local, like secondhand game store. Um, try and remember any of the ones that would be relevant to you guys. But he goes down to the store like Video Game Exchange used to be on Water Street in Augusta.
Yeah.
Um, they had older systems and retro games, and I think he's just looking for something in the price range. Uh,
Yeah. Now, in terms of what we're doing here tonight, this is mostly just we're having fun and we didn't want to cancel. So we're not really using much of the sheets here tonight. But in terms of just having interesting, fun things happen, I'd say you guys have access to your attitudes, if not your signatures. But Garrett, would you like to give me a skill check to see if you can find something in the not quite clearance section, but not quite primo section
yeah,
for
absolutely.
friend Rick here?
I would be delighted. Well, what would I be rolling, sir? What's my positions? Just 1d6?
1d6 base, and then you could toss on things with your attitude if you'd like. This is mostly just random number generation for the purpose of story progressions, so don't worry about it too much here.
Absolutely. I have rolled a 1.
You have
It will.
found hide light.
Oh, yep. I sure have.
Sorry, I just had to process the fact that we didn't even need to explain hide light. That just like that processed and communicated perfectly.
Yep.
Oh shit.
What if we kiss in the Dreadfly pit with the fly hive light?
Oh goodness. So, uh, I'm gonna not make DJ roll because actually, I will make a DJ. Would you please roll a skill check, mostly for like a week from now? Will your parents notice this? I'm not gonna say theft, because you're not a thief, but it certainly was a disingenuous effort at spending the full $80 on this kid.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, appreciates.
2.
Oh, we're off to a wonderful start here. Oh, our next roll will be a 3. It's all the way up from here, though.
It's your turn to roll.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll be polite.
Wow, way to mess it
Ah,
up.
I'm sorry, gang. I tried really hard.
1, 2,
I
5.
actually,
That's not how we count.
that's not how counting works unless you're Clive. That was aggressive, and I'd like to apologize for my behavior.
I'd like to point out the
I
character's
mean,
first instinct was don't bully my friend GM, but like not DJ, but the character.
Phenomenal. So yeah, Mitchell is livid about this, but has a very clear set of rules of do not talk to me, do not associate with me. He'll be going around back to the pool entrance, and you are instructed to stay very, very far away from him. Is this clear?
Sure, Mitchell. I'll definitely stay
Phenomenal.
clear of you.
Alright, this is the first time I get to play the Party Time playlist. But let's see. Copy link to playlist. Alaka/play. That is a V. That is actually kind of fire. That is not what I meant to play. But we are going to keep it in the queue. Sorry, I'm just processing what I'm listening to, and this is kind of awesome.
Yeah,
No worries.
I'm realizing it's not being picked up on my stream, so I'm gonna figure that out real quick.
It's all good. Whilst you do that, I'm going to finally open the rulebook for the first time tonight. We're doing great over here.
There we are. That it turned out too low.
Yeah. This is kind of a VOB. I do enjoy this. For this just being a random thing that came on. Hell yeah. Alright, let me just do a little bit more.
So, being the annoying little brother that I am, a song comes on like this. I'm gonna go find an area where there's like a dance area, and I'm gonna try to steal the center stage where I'm totally avoiding him, but making myself more important than my brother Mitchell. And if I can, I want to use my ability Middle Finger, where I automatically roll up a 6 and add up to 2 kicks. Just to make that dance move, so I'm just slapping on my older brother. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's very reasonable. But nah. Big stretchy. Always a big stretchy. But nah. Welcome everybody to Rick Rodriguez's Cool 13 party. It is kind of big in his sphere. He's like I don't know, something about his family is like religion or something, like the 13's a big one or whatever, but it's a whole ass block party is what we got going on here. It's like kind of like the building of the people to either side. There we go. That's just more right for this game. Finally normal and not lyrics. Didn't know I needed that, but it's kind of like a block party of like the garage has like a food situation set up with a bunch of like trays full of food, punch, your periphery of things. The back has a nice big old pool zone area, and it seems like the kids are kind of stretching out into the neighbor's backyard for like kind of a water balloon fight kind of things going on here. The party is a proper shit show. But hey, there's a whole lot of people going around various places, and not many places that are quiet, I think is the best way to put it. Bright and early in the morning, Mitchell and DJ's mother's gonna drop them off right square at 8 o'clock in the morning, and yet despite it being 8 in the morning, the party's already going pretty crazy. The stamina of kids horrify me. But, yeah. Summer Samba, anyways. But now, DJ, where would DJ like to kind of set up for the day? In the pool zone area, kind of like socializing around the food pit, or trying to find a quiet place? That's like the three things that come to mind immediately, but if something else struck your fancy in that list, go for it.
Probably sits around the food for a bit, just kind of in those like good munchy, like not munchies, but like figuring out what's good around there, and then finding a place closest to the loudest speaker, just because I like the music.
Phenomenal. Oh, I had notes for tonight. Where the fuck did I put those? There we go. So yeah. A big old stretchy, but After like an hour or so, Rick will be coming by the dance floor, and you'll finally have a little opportunity to give Rick the gift you worked so hard to get him. And fuck, never mind. Oh, Rick's kind of hanging out with more of the more popular kids. Uh, you don't really know how he kind of made this all work, but he's a nice enough guy. But walking by with him is going to be a very young Curtis, Delaney, and Harv. We're years before the slug blasting is even a thing, but they were still friends back then. And as they're walking by, Rick's gonna like be looking over at the speaker and seeing a smaller kid that he wasn't really expecting. And after a little bit of whispering from his entourage, gets a quick nod of just like, okay, so that's who that is, and walks up saying, "Yo, CJ, right?"
DJ, but close enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me. It's better than going to work with mom, and at least you know what good music's like.
Yeah, right. Ooh. Yeah, anyways, what Curtis will be the one to speak up and ask, yo, what you get him?
Oh, well, I go reach into my pocket and I just pull out the GameStop gift card with the receipt still wrapped around it with the soda and like, or whatever I bought for like extra. I'm like, oh, here you go.
Rick will look down at that and see the $50 GameStop card and be like, oh, sweet. Appreciates that, man. Your older brother Mitchell, he's a real cool cat. Treats you well?
You called him cool. And I just break down into a laughing fit for a moment.
A bit weirded out by that, the kids are gonna be like, okay, well, nice seeing ya. If you ever want to change the music, the gestures to like the little like computer, like little like CD disc tray thing in the back. You can like put it to whatever you want back there. If you, but like, yeah, don't play lame stuff.
All right.
And at about this time, a little bit later in the day, Clive is going to be getting dropped off by his pop, who's going to give him all the wrong advice of like, the first thing you're going to want to do is find the kid, give him a handshake, wish him a happy birthday, and make sure he sees it's coming from you. You hear me?
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, great.
Find him, handshake.
Very stoic little smile of a kid who listens to his pop, and he's gonna give you a strong, like, hearty thump on the back and be like, all right, knock him dead, kid. And,
Well, that'd be kind of a bad thing to do on his birthday, right?
okay, I'll see you tonight.
All right, bye, Dad.
A little quick closing of the door and a bit of a hauling off, and Clive has been released into the party. Where would Clive like to go? Where's Clive's first inclination for where to go in a kind of thing like this?
I think. Let's see. Like, a lot of these kids are from more affluent families. I think Clive just like scopes the gift table, like where you drop all the presents off. Puts down his present, finds the punch bowl, gets a glass of punch, and then just finds the most quiet corner to wallflower in, as far away from other people as he possibly can.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, a wonderful, exquisite, mint condition copy of Hide-Light is set on the gift table. A wonderful hit game for many of the old game systems, and you know Rick's got one. Rick's got the money for that, but well, you know he won't have this game. That you know for certain. But let me pull up another random bit here. Yeah. Hanging out inside, a bit away from the bigger crowds, you're gonna see that some friends from a different school, like a different town over, seemingly where Rick and his folks came from.
Well,
There's a
no,
few
never to
kids
the school.
inside. There's a few kids inside that you don't really recognize. Uh, there seems to be a girl in like a nice teal dress, and then a guy. The guy, despite being like 14 years old maximum, he's got a leather jacket on with like the metal spikes on the shoulders, and he's very much trying to act cool. And he's not drunk. Nobody here should be drunk. If someone is, there are serious problems afoot. But what he does have is 2 Red Bulls in him and a desire to prove that he is the coolest. And so he's going to randomly find our poor man Clive, and he's going to point at you incredibly expectantly and just shout, "Do a dab!"
Like Clive just kind of gives him the most bombastic side eye and tucks his nose into the elbow of one arm and sticks the other arm out and just does like the most "why the hell are you bothering me" dab anyone's ever seen.
This man, who will soon learn the name is Dylan, does not care. 2 massive pointer fingers go at you, and he's like, "Yes, dude. Yes. What's your name, kid?"
I'm Clive.
Nah,
Walker.
that's too lame. Your name's Samurai now. And the girl next to him will just be like, "Dylan, you're such a joker." Trying to like pushing him away towards the trampoline to try to burn some of that energy off of him. And she'll look at you with a bit of a commiserate about her, of just like, "Sorry you had to deal with with Dylan. He's usually not this bad, but his dad gave him a Red Bull this morning, and then he found another Red Bull here, and he's working on a Mountain Dew right now, so like, you from around here?"
Sounds like your friend can't hold his sugar, I guess.
It's all good. It's all good. She kind of like gives you a like little cheeky like quick hug thing, and she's like, "My name's Sally. We're friends of Rick's, and don't let him get you down. Anyways, yeah, have a good party."
Yeah, you have a good time too, Sally.
Yeah. As they kind of walk away, there's just a ever so. As she walks away, she starts to ask who you are and who, like, what your story is. And there's a little bit of like gossip, a little bit of buzz away from your ear, though one little bit of it does come to your attention of someone or other mentions what your dad does for work. And a lot of people will make that kind of like, that makes sense kinds of noises. And you're getting a sense that perhaps these kids are a bit more affluent than the normal kids you hang around.
Yeah, this is like Clive has heard all of this stuff before. This is nothing new to him, and he just kind of like very quietly, very nonchalant. He's like not rushing or anything because he knows how to play this game. He just kind of like makes his way outside and into the backyard, like to go, get farther away from the people. Like
Yeah.
put the distance between yourself and them. That way they don't notice you, because that being noticed only makes it worse.
That is the unfortunate truth. Kids are bastards. We'll pan back over to our good friend DJ. And things have been going well enough for you. The music's loud, the party is bumping, so to speak. A couple of kids just trying to burn off the sugar high in the dance floor. One of the relatively ingenious innovations from Rick's dad. But none of that really matters as much as out of the corner of your eye, like, you're having an okay time at this party. Nothing really wrong with it, just not really anybody you know. But out of the corner of your eye, you spot someone who is visibly having a pretty rough time.
Not even hesitating, I just go ahead and walk right on up to them, and I'm gonna stop at the food table and just grab an extra glass of punch and just bring it on over to them. Like, hello there.
We can very much use our context clues of Clive, you're in.
Have I met Clive yet?
No, this is a very
this is
first
it.
meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Big brother dragged me along to this party. Haven't really got a chance to meet anyone yet. I'd rather be home reading up on the new characters dropping in the new Borderlands game dropping this later this year and being here.
Whoa. Pump the brakes. And Clive kind of like gives the up and down look, and he's like, "You play Borderlands?"
Oh, I have been obsessed. I love playing Brick in Borderlands 1. Did you ever do the glitch where you were in the middle of your ultimate or your specials, and then you ran off it, went through the death cap, and then when you came back, you still had full speed and everything going, so you could just run through the whole entire map?
Oh my god, yes! Like that glitch saved me so much time on quests. So like, I'm sorry. What did you say your name was?
Oh.
And he holds out his hand. I'm Clive. Clive Walker.
Name's DJ, and in your hand I put in the punch. So
now Clive is double fisting cups of punch.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I look and went, oh, wait, and I just guzzle one of mine, flop it, and then shake your hand. I'm like, hi, name's DJ, and just very aggressively and excited.
It like Clive doesn't smile, but it comes pretty darn close. It's nice to meet you, DJ.
You saving up for the game or anything? Like, you excited for it?
At the mention of like saving up and money, like Clive just kind of like his eyes go kind of slide down and off to the left. He goes, yeah, just saving up my allowance to get the new Borderlands game.
I just am I able to pick up on that a little bit? From like a...
Yeah, if anything, you may not have the skill intuition yet, but you certainly always had an ear to the ground. The rumors spread, and it's the rumors spread that this is the poor kid at the party.
So I completely kind of ignore that, and then I just kind of go right into the idea. I'm like, to be honest, you might want to just save it and go get for the next one. You could just come on over and play with me. It is a co-op game, and we know it's better that way anyway. Plus, I definitely would love to have... Oh, who's in Borderlands 2? A Zero? Because if they have those Iridian rifles again, and you're able to do the cauterizing, just like how the Soldier was, I definitely need a good sniper that's a healer support.
Like,
We'll all just mourn the Iridium rifles again for a moment.
Oh,
Clive is just standing there, and like his mouth is open, and like no noise is cut. Like, he's not saying anything. He was just like, wait, you want me to come over and couch co-op with you?
Of course. How else are you supposed to play co-op?
Well, most people like do it on the internet.
Well,
I haven't.
The fun ways are next to each other. I mean, like, I get it, like Halo and all that stuff is fun online, but I'd rather be the one that's playing Mario Party or something next to you. You know, I'd rather be in the same room with somebody and like having actual fun, sharing some Mountain Dew. You know?
Clive just kind of like looks at his feet and he goes, "Hey, can I tell you something, DJ?
Yeah.
I I don't know what that's like."
I-
uh
I mean, I got my big brothers, and I got them that I played with. So with another friend, it would be something new for me too. So I just kind of look at the date and that stuff, and I'm like, I mean, Mitchell's supposed to be watching me. Mom's at work for a bit. We could see if we can like sneak out of here and go play some video games. Bet we could find our way back home.
I can offer a bit of narrative assistance in terms of that. uh,
Clive like he doesn't say anything, but he just like he's nodding his head. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, the music is going to come to a screeching halt, and not Rick, but one of Rick's kind of nerd-ish friends is gonna be looking over like the gift table, and it's just gonna be like, "Oh my God, what what loser got this guy Hyde Light for his birthday?"
Can we, DJ? We need to go. We need to go right now. Yes, Borderlands couch co-op, brand new experience in my life. Having somebody who wants to play games with me and like in the same. Yes, can we go? Can we go?
I
Let's
guess.
go.
I saw who put it on the table.
I mean, we can go, but I'm curious about who the cool kid is that dropped off a game like that.
No. We should probably let's go, right? Like
Uh,
let's just we don't need to stick around. I'm sure
ugh,
whoever it is, they're super happy that they were able to get Rick that game.
Delaney is more than happy to point to the two weirder kids at the back of the party and say that she saw Clive put it down. There's some nice name recognition there. It's impressive that she knows your name, but that is a full name drop pointing recognition at the back of this party.
See,
As the murmurs and stuff, you're just like, oh, Clive, and oh, who's he hanging out with him? Is that like, shit? That's Mitchell's brother.
I'm
And
just looking at Clive with a sparkle in my eyes, like he is now the coolest kid at the party. Am I?
Clive like crunches his red solo cup of punch in his left hand, reaches over and grabs DJ by the scruff of the neck, and tries to do his best Homer Simpson backwards through the hedge impression.
that is a very reasonable desire. And you notice we're not doing much dice rolling this evening, but that's because this is more or less just vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, vibes. It's
The vibes are
vibe-based
here.
entertainment. And uh, you guys are going to attempt to beat a hasty retreat out of this club. I say club, this is a children's birthday party. But you get most of the way out because at the end of the day, no one's really gonna stop someone from leaving unless they have a score to settle with that person. And as Clive is kind of guiding you guys out of that party, unknowingly, Clive is going to bump into a kid a solid foot taller than him and TJ. Mitchell is there, and he looks pissed.
That's when you see
Uh,
DJ shrink away just a little. Doesn't like me. Like, oh,
yeah.
that's my big brother.
I told you one instruction. It was one instruction to not make me look like a total loser. What did I tell you?
I mean, I told you I couldn't make you look like what you already are. and then I just start running.
I will ask for a die roll for that, because there are some interesting places this could go depending on how this rolls.
Or
That is going to be a success with consequence. Uh, Let me think this through while I queue up the desired. Hmm.
if he does chase me, my goal is to get him over by the pool and somehow trip him in.
Yeah. So let's say this, because this is what makes a nice peak narrative here. Uh, First off, I can play that. I hit the shuffle. Good enough. Not what I meant to play, but good enough. You're gonna make a beeline towards the front of the back of the house, trying to sneak back through the backyard, trying to get him closer to that pool and stuff. But the guy sadly is a solid foot on you. He's gone through the growth spurt that you haven't really gotten through yet, and the guy's gonna grab you by like the left elbow and whirl you around as he like gets both hands on your shoulder and just starts getting into a shouting match with you of just like, you had one instruction: not make me look like a tool, not make me look stupid, not in front of these people, and you're gonna pay. As he's going to start trying, that keyword, trying to dunk you in this pool.
He just grabbed me my elbow and that stuff. I guess the one thing I'm gonna do is like when he tries to like push me on over, I'm just gonna try to like drop my weight and see if I can get like him to just tumble over me as I just, I don't know, just kind of do a counterbalance of him.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also saw Garrett's mic on mute there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Clive, like, as previously established, Clive has like a protective streak a mile wide because of his sister. And as he sees DJ like attempting to basically judo flip his much older, and I'm assuming much taller and heavier brother over his shoulder, like Clive just does the only thing he can think of and like grabs Mitchell, around the knees and tries to help and heave Mitchell over DJ into the pool.
Yeah, that sounds fuck yes. Would you please roll 2d6?
DJ, do you want to do the honors?
Let's each roll one.
Surely nothing will go wrong with this plan.
Oh boy, okay.
Hey, there's the 3 we were looking for.
Hey, we found the 3. This, of course, means that the only die roll we haven't rolled yet this evening.
Oh.
Good
There's
enough.
There's
Good
a 5.
enough.
There's a mixed success.
Good enough. But no, that is success with some damage, which is to say, you're not, like, you're pretty well built because, well, you've sometimes helped your dad haul some stuff. So, like, you're pretty built for a kid. But this kid's gone through his growth spurt. You cannot individually lift up and toss this kid in the pool without also going in. And so I will...
Oh, yeah, Clive does not. Clive will hurl
Clive does
himself
not
in.
care.
Clive don't care. Clive will go in the fucking pool.
All right, and just like that, the 3 kids will collapse over... no, DJ's safe. DJ has been spared. But the 2 kids will tumble over the side of the pool and just dive. Or, I say dive, it's not that graceful. But land in the pool as Mitchell's just like, what the... Who are you?
I'm just gonna lean off the side of the pool and with my arm out, just right to Clive, just smiling. I'm like, "Let's go, Clive!" Just gonna try to
turn back real quick. I like swim around the pool, or like zipper, like turn him. Oh my god! I spin in the pool, face Mitchell, be like, "I'm your worst fucking nightmare if you ever try and hurt him again." And then out of the pool as fast as I can.
I grab you
Cool
by
threat.
the wrist,
the
and then we
fuck
just
out.
start running out of the house. I just
Oh.
yelled at Mitchell, like, I'll see you at home, and I'm definitely telling Mom.
You're in so much trouble, dude.
And you're being difficult, and that's like my last word out the door.
Oh, well, we've had ourselves a wonderful time at Rick Rodriguez's party, but we are very much leaving that part of the scene at least. And now we need to figure out, to speak candidly, literally, where the fuck do we go from here? You are two kids who you can, let's be clear, you're not in any danger. No one's chasing after you. But you are two kids, one pretty soaked through, uh, with the town as your oyster. But you guys are full of adrenaline, probably some sugar. The world's your oyster.
Um, I'll let Clive see which one of us is closer. I'm like, I'm just over on off of that street down there. Well, how about you? I know you need to get some clothes to get dry on up. I might have some spare. I think John's will fit you.
Yeah, you're a lot closer than because like Clive's house is on the fucking other side of town, like in the less affluent district. We won't say the p word necessarily,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
but yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not close by, unfortunately, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was inviting you over to play video games anyways. I just wanted to make sure you had clothes. That was
Well,
awesome. Thank you, Clive. I mean, it's
yeah,
excited.
no problem. Is your brother that much of a
Oh yeah, he's always a dick.
okay, okay.
That was good. That was really good. I liked that a lot. Oh shit.
No, Mitchell's always been like that. John can only usually get pissy if you start trying to say the wrong thing. He's usually just, I don't know. John's John. I've not had any big issues with him, but not anything. This was a
Well,
lot better than going to work with Mom.
no problem, I guess. Like, glad that I could help out.
Well, let me help you on out and get you out of those wet clothes. I feel like
Whoa. I mean, I can do it myself.
I didn't mean it like.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm just laughing to myself. I mean, like, let me offer you like a warm place and a towel at my house. Is what.
Okay, yeah. No, sorry. I don't have a lot of experience talking to other people,
That's okay.
so
All I need is call
I
outs when we got enemies behind us, right?
you know what? I can do that pretty well, I think.
So I'll not like I'm guessing we're running most of the day for like half of it, and then we like finally slow down for that chat towards the end. Um, go in, start offering some clothes and stuff, see who's home if anyone's there.
Yeah. There is no one home, such is the case of there was going to be no one there to watch you, so the house is pretty much to your lonesome. But sure enough, John's clothes will fit fine enough, and surely no one would complain if you did the nice thing, heaven forbid. But yeah, you can get that kid dried off and back to relative stability kind of thing. But yeah, I suppose at this point, and I'll ask the two of you, what video game do you guys want to play?
I offer up Borderlands 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down to play some Borderlands 1.
Hell yeah. So, um, I could get stuck in the weeds of this bullshit, but let's rather not. But let's say
I do lock the
DJ.
doors so that when Mitchell does come home, locked outside.
Fortunately, or less fortunately, Mitchell will be at the party quite late. But but no. I'm trying to think of like a late game boss in Borderlands, because
Uh,
Borderlands, like the first one, at least struggled a bit with like big spectacle fights.
Skagzilla.
There is Skagzilla, but like no one ever struggled on Skagzilla, if that makes. No, Skagzilla's the other one. You're absolutely right. I was thinking about the big one, the vagina mouth fucker.
Yeah. No, we're talking about the one that jumps around the map, and I remember I had to do that a couple of times, but that was only like solo. Also, if you don't do any side missions.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll toss out an arbitrary thing. If the two of you will sit down with Borderlands 1, and this is actually a perfect opportunity because DJ has been struggling to clear Skagzilla. And now we're officially deep in the weeds, and so I'll officially ask DJ, which Borderlands 1 character are you playing?
I'm playing Brick, and all of his abilities are around the melee build. That's why I'm having so much trouble, because Skagzilla jumps the map and does so much AoE damage.
Uh, Clive, you have access to a couple other side characters that DJ's been leveling up on the side. So like, choose your fighter, quote unquote.
Um, Roland was one, right?
Yeah.
Was
Roland is
Borderlands
one.
one?
Roland was the
Yeah.
one that could do the cauterizing wounds, the healing.
Yeah. He DJ told Clive what was needed. Clive picks Roland.
Hell yeah. So, let me do a little bit of preparation.
Preparation.
Rest for the wicked.
You know what? I am quite tempted to do that now, but
It's the theme song of the game when you.
it really is. And God, that was such a good game. But no, we're gonna go with a simpler selection that I don't have to try as hard here.
If I can.
I don't think it was by Kansas, but I'm not gonna fact check that right now because I can't be fucking asked. But no. Oh, fuck it. This is sufficiently funny. I have added a 4-track progress bar to represent Skagzilla here. Fuck it. We're here. It's funny.
I'd like to break the meta for a moment. Are we on Discord playing a tabletop game, playing a video game?
I never said it would make sense, DJ.
all right, back in.
We've reached it. We have reached gaming inception nirvana, and the only way they could be better is if we were doing this. If we were at a LARP doing this.
And we were playing Borderlands 2 DLC, where it's D&D inside of Borderlands 2.
Yeah. Oh my. Yes. But anyway,
Well, who'd like to start this boss fight off? Who pulls? Who pulls aggro?
I'll pull aggro because I got the glitch going, so I'll run it around the battlefield.
Oh, hell yeah. Mostly just to add some gameplay to our gameplay. Fuck it. You guys have your kick and your turbo from your attitudes, just because that's funny as shit.
So are we treating this like a run, but we are the characters of the video game?
Yeah,
Our
why
run-
not?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's add some gameplay to this shitpost.
The flashback run. I like this.
Phenomenal. All right, so you said you wanted to pull aggro. I would say that requires a skill check to see how well you do it. It's base 1d6, and you could. You don't have your signature access, so it is your attitude, which is just those 1 turbo 2 kick, or you could ask for help from Garrett, who has way more turbo but way less kick.
I'm sorry. Ask for help from who?
Eh, fair.
Um, I'll use a tur- uh turbo. A boost.
Uh,
I'll use a boost to
there we go. Yep, boost.
what I was looking for. Because I'm using the glitch to run around the field a little bit more to just get it up.
Hell yeah. Sounds great.
Right.
That is going to be some success. Though it is going to be at a downside. Sorry. Just have to add a check mark to that. And I've realized the error of my ways, but that's all good. But no, sure enough, DJ shows off with this super cool glitch you can do back in the original Borderlands and runs straight headfirst into the arena and starts aggro on the thing. And he does a pretty good job distracting it, but of course, Brick is tanky, but like he's not invincible or whatever. And so we're gonna Brick has taken way more damage than he probably should be at this point. But no, I will arbitrarily say that Brick has a slam, because that's a thing we can do to represent gameplay mechanics here. But no, DJ could use some backup here, Clive.
Yeah, absolutely. Clive's played the game before. He doesn't like own it. You know, it's one of those situations where remember like back in the day in like Walmart, they'd have like the console at the video game section would have a game in it to quote unquote demo and you could just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Clive's experience with Borderlands. Like he played it in the local super center, but that was the only experience. But he's no wet behind the ears video game noob, and he knows Roland is a soldier, so he gets out there. I think Roland had heal. He did have the option for heal grenades, right?
Yes, and heal turret.
He actually had
Yeah,
a,
so-
a skill
oh.
where no matter what, if he shot his own ally, he
Oh, so he drops down. He'll drop down the turret, and then just runs to cover and just starts sniping at the weak spots on Skagzilla.
Hell yeah. Would you like to add any boost or kick to this?
Yeah, I'll mark a boost. I've got 3 boosts, so I'll mark a boost to go roll 2d6.
Hell yeah.
I'll offer a kick by being the distraction.
Phenomenal.
Bazinga! There's the 6, baby.
Hell yeah, and with the kick from DJ, that'll be a perfect case of aggro plus DPS is big damage. We like big numbers. And yeah. Due to this wonderful little nature of just the Skag trying to so damn hard to try to kill Brick, Roland is able to just massacre this thing. Just vomiting damage into its mouth while Brick just kind of gets his fucking whole thing destroyed. The thing's on a sliver of health. And I will ask the two of you, which of you goes for the kill shot?
It's DJ's game, so Clive doesn't even make the attempt for the kill shot. Like this is DJ's moment to shine. Like this.
DJ will get hyped and be like, "Fuck yeah, he's super close!" And he's just gonna break the glitch and start his ult and just start using nothing but uppercuts from his ability.
Yes.
And I'll boost that myself.
Vomit some boost onto that thing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, and the boost is important. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
But not one final uppercut into the thing's stupid teeth vagina mouth that Skags have, and the thing explodes out into a plethora of rainbow-colored guns as the game boss that you've been stuck on for like weeks, if not like 2 months at this point. Because like you were fine to just leave it as is, but with the second one coming out soon, you wanted to, finish it.
Yeah.
And you guys slam your way through the final like challenge boss of Borderlands 1 together. How does that feel, gang?
Just so hyped, and I just started like jumping up and down, and I started like shaking Clive by his shoulders. I'm like, yes! It's been like a month!
Clive allows himself to be shaken, not like locking his spine in place like he normally would in a situation like this, and just lets DJ shake him. And he's like, "Yeah, man, that was some pretty tight gameplay. Like, really, congratulations. Like, that was a hard freaking boss."
Dude, you know, we could probably farm it a couple of times after this, see if we can get you let's get some legendaries on that character. You want to come over after school like regularly, and we grind through this campaign so that we get through the Borderlands 2 together?
Clive's absolutely deadpan. He's like, "Wait, like you want me to come back? You didn't just want me to come over to beat it this one time?"
We're friends. Of course I want you to come back.
Like, Clive is just kind of staring at his feet, you know. Yeah. You know what, I think I'd really like that. I'd like that a lot, DJ. You're pretty cool, man. And he holds out for a fist bump.
I definitely give the fist bump, and you can see that like DJ's like, I'm also a hugger. He's debated on giving you a hug. He's like, not yet. You can see like he does a fist bump, but his arms are kind of like partially open. He's like, not yet. Guy's back.
Yeah. It's at this point I'll add a little bit of some spice, shall we say. But the hours have just flown by of like you guys grinding up the legendaries to like gear up this Roland character that was kind of like a side character, but now that like there's someone to play it, we actually care. And after like God, hours just rolled by, and eventually DJ, your pop gets home.
Hey, Dad. Thought you were away.
Shit, right, that was the world building. I'm a genius. Let's go with Mom. That makes sense. That makes more sense.
I was scared.
Also-
I thought I was in trouble.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
I thought you were gone, Dad.
Yeah, no, that'd be very good, but no. Let's yes. So,
I did technically take a slam on Brit.
Oh,
just
no,
on issues.
you're absolutely fine. But not from here. Your mom will like step in for a moment and just be like, "Oh, you're home, and who's your friend?"
Mom, this is
No-
Clive. This is my mom.
Like no shade, just truly, I don't know who this child is, and this is in my home wearing my child's clothes.
So,
Clive stands because like this is Dad has drilled this into him. This is the training kicks in. He stands up and he holds out his hand and he says, "Hi, Mrs. DJ's mom. I'm really sorry about being in borrowed clothing. I fell into the pool over at Rick's, and
you didn't just
there
fall
is just
in. Mitchell shoved you in.
Clive is stone faced, looking at DJ's mom square in the eyes, just not. He's now gone silent and is just stone faced, staring at DJ's mom,
Yeah.
who he just referred to as Mrs. DJ's mom.
Yeah, of course, it's Mrs. DJ's mom.
Yeah. That's her name. Not that's it.
This is canon. This is canon event, but she will accept the handshake and be like, "Oh, so polite. That's chivalry's dead." But you said Mitchell pushed you?
Yeah.
What,
So
what happened?
I was just hanging out at the music at the party. Mitchell came over and started yelling at us because I really don't know why. Yelling at me. then tried to push me into the pool. When that went to happen, Clive got pulled in along the way. Clive and him dove into the pool, like ended up falling into the pool. And so I helped him on out. We ran home because soaking wet and our house was closer, so I thought it would be okay if I got him some of John's clothes.
Yeah, no, no, no. Please, always, if someone ever needs clothes, our doors are open. That she's just like very clear about that. Like that is you did a good thing there. But it's a lot of info to process. And she's like, I'm Clive. Do you know the phone number for your parents' house?
Yes, ma'am. And he just rattles it off like
Perfect.
rote, like
985-8470.
10,
Yeah, yeah,
10
yeah.
digits. Done.
Phenomenal. And she's like, thank you. I'm gonna go make some calls real quick. Don't don't let me interrupt what you guys are doing. Have fun, guys. And the door will click shut with a nice delicate push, like as she's off to investigate, shall we say.
I off real quick, leaving Clive in the room. 1 second, I'll be right back. Go off to the fridge and I come back with like a mountain bag of Doritos. All right, and I set them right down for both of us, and I had 2 glasses out. I'm like, you can drink from the boss if you want. It's not gonna bug me, but just in case if you want glasses, don't drink.
Clive is still standing ramrod straight from where he was when Mrs. DJ's mom left the room, and he just kind of looks and he's like, "Man, I DJ, I should probably go, don't you think? Like, I'm sure my clothes are done in the dryer
Probably, but
that I
mom's calling your dad, so let them talk, and he'll probably give you a ride home. We
yeah, but
still got a little bit more to play, don't we?
yeah, but I don't want you to get in trouble, man."
I wasn't in trouble. Mitchell's in trouble.
After let's say a 20-minute kind of investigation spree, uh, Miss DJ's mom, fuck, that's really funny. Oh, that's canon now. Uh, we'll kind of come back in and just be like, okay, so, Clive, I talked with
Yes,
your
ma'am.
parents and just kind of check things out and let them know that you were here. And she's kind of struggling with how to like word this kind of thing, but she's like, and
Clive cuts in. He goes, I understand completely if you need me to leave, ma'am, and I'm sorry."
no, 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 no. How would you like it if you stayed over tonight?
The stone face is back on. I'm I'm sorry, Mrs. DJ's mom. Could you I don't understand the question.
DJ's just grinning
Yes,
ear to ear, sitting on the couch, just looking, waiting for the answer from Clive. Just if he
yes.
looks back, it's just nothing but.
You see, your parents had to get pulled away to the next city over because it seems as though your sister took a little bit of a spill today,
Like
and
at those words, like all of the blood just drains out of Clive's face, and like DJ can see like because I'm assuming DJ is like standing behind or sitting behind where Clive is standing.
Yeah,
Like you notice like Clive's fists are clenched so hard that he like his hands and arms are starting to shake slightly, but he's got them behind his back, so Mrs. DJ's mom can't
yeah.
see this.
And so, because they had to make a quick trip to this next city over for like the special doctors there, they didn't give the details, but uh, it actually works out best if you spend the night here. If you'd be so welcome. And yeah, um, How would you like to spend the night here, Clive?
I kind of
Uh,
stand up and get next to Clive, and I put my hand on her, just to kind of be more of like a or okay. That little bit of vibe of like, I get you. I don't know what it is, but I get something's up.
uh, through this interaction, when DJ puts an arm around Clive's shoulder in solidarity, like DJ can physically feel like the tension in those shoulders just kind of very slowly melt away. And Clive looks down at Mrs. DJ's mom's feet and says, "Thank you, Mrs. DJ's mom. That is I appreciate that very much. And I'm sorry for being such an imposition on your household this evening."
Oh, no, no, no. You're never a burden, sweetie. And she turns her eye contact towards DJ and was just like, when Mitchell gets home, hey, can wait till tomorrow, but we'll talk about, what happened and get to the bottom of that. I talked to Mrs. Rodriguez, and we can talk about that when we don't have company over. Now, what kind of pizza would you two like? This is very much, this is very much a mother is. This is very much a very specific scenes coming to my mind of a Christmas story of like the kid got in a fight with the older kid and just like sure what he did was bad, but she's got two kind of rattled kids in front of her. And so the itinerary for tonight is pizza, soda, and video games. And everything else can wait.
I just kind of lean on over like anything but green peppers or onions.
Oh, you need to have one vegetable.
Mushrooms?
Works for me.
I just have a disgusting.
Uh, Clive kind of nudges, like gives DJ like the slightest nudge with his elbow, and looks up at Mrs. DJ's mom and says, Mrs. DJ's mom, if it would be all right, my favorite pizza is chicken broccoli Alfredo."
Hey, a vegetable. And desired.
DJ's eyes light up because I have never heard of that combo before, and it's just like it's like Alfredo bro. Oh, and DJ having this whole realization, cheese, pep, and all like the basics.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll make that a large then.
Thank you, Mrs. DJ's mom.
Great, great. And she just kind of ever so awkwardly just kind of walks backwards out of the room and is just like, you two have fun, guys. And she's not really equipped to handle this conversation, and so she's throwing pizza at it. And another gentle click of the door shut, and the two of you are left alone again.
I do a little bit of like a get onto the couch, drop the shades to my light, like to the window real quick, and I turn on one of the lights, and I turn around and I grab the controller, and I'm like, ready to keep going?
I think, yeah, this is legit. DJ does all this stuff. When DJ turns back around, like, Clive is on his knees.
And without a hesitation, drops the controller, sits in front of you, like on the all hand on a shoulder, like, all right, up, still, but what's up?
It takes a couple beats for Clive to like be able to get the words out. It's more than the fact that Lily took a spill. Lily is
What the fuck? No, no,
yeah. I'll wait.
No.
I'll wait for you to fix the vibe.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Is this the right one? There we go. Melancholy by Yusunori Nishiki.
Yasunori. Yep.
You know it.
I know I can say this person's name to Spotify and it knows exactly who to start playing.
Phenomenal.
He DJ, it's more than just the fact that Lily took a spill. Lily's really sick, man. And a little spill for her means I might not see her
Oh,
when I get back home.
buddy.
Uh
She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. I go into her for a hug. I'm like, they brought her somewhere where she needs to be. Parents, right now. You know what? What if we do something to try to? What if we become streamers? We can go make some money and we can fix her, make her better. Can I go over my computer and I'll like not right away, but like we could do something. We can make some money. We'll have a direction, a drive to put this energy. We can start
Clive
looking.
just like Clive kind of like clambers to his feet as only a 12-year-old can. And he looks over and he's like, you've got your own computer and stuff? You can do that?
I mean, we got the house computer. Look this stuff on up, and I would probably get some of the right stuff. Find the right games with the right energy. You and I could probably definitely get some good follows. YouTube's like, or like we can get onto YouTube easily.
But you just met me tonight. You would do that for me?
You help me beat Skagzilla. At least I could do. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
He kind of looks down at his feet and well, I don't know if it's necessarily a tit for tat situation.
It also
But-
helped with me.
Clive like walks over and he holds out his hand to DJ and says, "Thank you."
We're friends for.
Does DJ take the proffered hand?
Oh, yes. Sorry. DJ.
When DJ takes Clive's hand, Clive pulls DJ into a like one of those stereotypical like one-armed bro hugs when the hands clasp between them.
Oh, the moment the hug comes on in, the shorter kid just comes up right under your arms. Just nice big energy hug. Just as happy as it could be, but at the same time supportive like that. I got you. 2 hands right around your waist. Girl.
You hear a bit of a snort, because Clive doesn't laugh, and he returns the hug, and then he steps back a little bit, and he says, "The only other person who's ever treated me like this is Kitty, and well, I can't wait to introduce you to her. I think the two of you are going to get along real good."
I mean, if one of your good friends and we're getting along so well, I'm excited.
Like
Hell yeah.
the almost smile is there, and he's like, Clive says, "Up until today, she was my only good friend."
Jay picks up on that and just literally almost that toothy like smile you see picture in that.
Yeah, that is the kind of shit an emo teenager would say, huh? Like, it's one part incredibly beautiful and one part, yeah, I could see a 13-year-old say that.
Hey man, it's like I'm reliving my past right now.
Oh,
Gotta love it.
I'm not even kidding. My first friend was found over Borderlands 1 in middle school, so like
I love Slugblasters' ability to just murder our souls. No. I'm trying to think of something else to add for DJ's side of it, but your mother would at least be smart enough to keep Mitchell away from you for a day or two just to get uh him cooled down and perhaps for or against his sake his side of the story as well, which like is not good for him, but there, there are some details differing both from your report and from Mrs. Rodriguez's report. And so, with no real concrete direction, any way to take it, uh, you get a slap on the wrist kind of thing, a few more chores for a week or two, and the whole thing swept under the rug, shall we say. But, yeah, just like that, friends happened, shall we say. And I'll add a little bit more to this, though. The plan was to run pretty short tonight, and this was beautiful as shit, and so I don't want to ruin it by adding unneeded flack, but this is very important, at least for my headcanon. Who plays which characters in Borderlands 2? And, important question, did you pre-order to get the Technomancer?
um if the savings can come on up, I would definitely try to pre-order. If not, we'll try to think about characters.
Yeah, this is like 3 layers of personality quiz deep of just like, what is your facsimile of your childhood self's preferred Borderlands 2 character?
Oh,
Uh,
isn't
you go
Adam?
first.
You go, because I'm
Yeah.
between so many.
Okay. Like because because this occurrence, like Clive auto locks Axton, and then he thinks back about possibly the only other cool thing that happened that night was the random dude giving him finger guns and calling him samurai, and the other auto lock is 0.
The first one is the siren, and then so
That's
I
a pretty
definitely,
good spread.
if we don't auto lock in, if we don't pre-order, I'm definitely locking in as Maya. But if not, I will definitely come in as Gage
Yeah,
at Techno. Very
yeah. So let's say that this happens. The game comes out, and the first weekend binge is horrifyingly unhealthy, but also legendary. Proper legendary. You guys don't get all the way through the game in one weekend. I mean, the game's just too long. But you guys do finish the first story, like that first level 31 run through, and get to see the final credits on a first playthrough of, let's say, Maya and Axton. Let's say you didn't get the pre-order because Booney's backwater bullshit, but uh, a month or two go by of you guys just kind of doing some steady progress with sleepovers, hangouts, and stuff, and you guys get these first 2 characters to level 50 by the end of the second month, and, well, you're both just having so much damn fun. Why the hell not? And reload up again. At this point, Gage is just kind of free downloadable content because that happened. Uh, and a second run through of a Gage and Zero happens.
oh,
And yeah.
that would be a devastating. Got me reminiscing.
Oh no. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. And now this is truly a deep cut, but I know what mine is.
Yes.
What is the legendary gun that each of you grinded like hell for?
Oh, it's the Excalibur. The one that requires a certain level of badass ranking to even pull it from the stone.
Yup.
Yep. Like
1000%.
we're grinding in hours, not grinding out the drops. That's where I was in for. I was there to help you get whatever you needed. Because once we got to badass ranking, I'm like, yep, all right, here we go.
And for
I
Clive.
think um see I never actually got to the point in Borderlands 2 where I was getting legendary weapons. So I don't know any of them by name.
I would suggest the con shell or something. The conscience can't pronounce. It's a shotgun that when the bullets travel, as it's traveling, it shoots bullets sideways from those,
Oh
God.
god.
and then they all
Second-
ricochet.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was Conch Shell or Beehive was that one. But
think
yeah,
it
that
was-
was a fucking mess.
Oh, I had that with
Oh,
Gage,
no,
where
no.
it had a ricochet chance. Oh,
No. It's on the Zero playthrough. Because Zero is the sniper. The legendary weapon that he picks that he gets for the playthrough when he's on Zero is the Amigo Sincero, the sincere friend.
Aw.
oh, I get it. All right.
I am not a character in this story, but I can confirm that my unique legendary weapon grind was for the Infinity off of Dr. Mercy.
I never got that. Yet I had a buddy who was running the gunslinger, dual wielding them.
I loved that gun so much, and it was okay at best. But
It's a conference call. We got our official nerd in the chat for Borderlands. They say go for the intense herald for a gun.
At this point, I'm just waxing nostalgic of just. I remember the Bane.
Yeah, I think.
God, the Bane questline was good.
So we've effectively left game and gone into chat.
Yeah. I'd say that is a beautiful end for like just kind of a origin story, like how these two chuckle fucks met, and now we're just kind of shooting the shit.
So could I catch you up there, Evan? Because you joined in a little bit. I don't know when. In game, we started playing Borderlands 1 in 2012 with our characters. I was playing Brick. He was playing Clive. Eric was playing Clive, who was playing Roland, and waiting for Borderlands 2 to come on out. So like this is now like 2012, just after September 18th, grinding through crazy. I was playing Siren and Axton.
The first one was first playthrough with Commando. His second playthrough was Assassin.
Yep. So that's what you mean by what's their characters, and but at some point, if Kitty wanted to.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep the cards closer to this chest there of like there's might be some point in which like Garrett is unavailable, but DJ and Carrie are, so we might just have another these two meeting kind of situation. But
Yeah.
so I'll keep that not so canon for now, but we did have a lovely name drop, so we're not starting from zero on that, but
I like that.
now. So yeah, this is effectively end of session, but I'll wax poetic. This kind of thing of I was in a Monster of the Week campaign with some really good friends of mine, and we did like the loose connections like we did at the start of this, and then just kind of shipped it. And then whenever it was a low body count week, the GM for that, her rule was always if it was half or more, she would run. But like if it's half or more, like small numbers, like you're not gonna run plot, but you could run a backstory of how some people joined this like hunters guild or like the warden system. And mine was a very enjoyable. One of my connections was my cousin, like my cousin was the wizard. Uh, and so family reunion with like the 90-year-old grandma with the way too sharp a knife got interrupted by a Wendigo showing up. It was
Oh,
good times. Monster of the Week is fun.
grandma with an overly sharpened knife and a Wendigo. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Guess which one was the monster?
I'm gonna
Because it
guess
was only
Grandma with
one.
the
I've been playing a
What
lot
have
of
you
Delta
got
Green.
there?
I know it's grandma.
It's
What do you
always
got
Grandma.
there? A knife! No!
No!
Also, I'd like to point out how Clive's build, like for actual runs, is meant to be more of like a tank support, like tank like in the running line, kind of like how Brick was. And DJ's build is more to be the support. Yet you were playing the support as Roland, and I was playing Brick. It was
Hell
just a
yeah,
nice
man.
little flop right there.
It was funny as well. But really, the core of what I think it came down to was Clive heard what needed to be done for support and ran in to help. Like, I think at the core of it, one of Clive's primary character beats is very much what he wants is secondary if he can be helpful.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, ooh. I
It's
get that.
fine.
I get that.
We'll unpack that in slug blasting years. This is childhood years.
Exactly. Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna end the stream. Have a good night, everyone. Well, to the let's stick around with y'all.
Fair enough.
Have a good night, everyone. We had an amazing little run for Neon Blast. We got to see how Clive and DJ got to meet each other and how their friendship started in the blossoming. Join us next in 2 weeks, potentially.
In 2 weeks, assuming things get nailed down, but I see no reason why they wouldn't be.
Yep. Keep an eye to the social medias. I'll be posting when their next game is, and I'll make sure that I keep repetitively posting it. Give me a follow. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. There will be postings regularly as a podcast on YouTube if you wish to just listen along later on, not while we are currently streaming. Not everyone can make it right now. Have a good night, stream.